Our planet is no doubt the most happening place in this galaxy. While we do pay attention to some of the extraordinary things, most of them go completely unnoticed. But there's nothing we can do about it, as timing and location are crucial, and it's just not possible for us to be at all places where incredible events are unfolding. These may vary from developing global landscapes to the deceptions or maybe the art of war. Well, today we'll acquaint you with 15 unbelievable things humans were never meant to see. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. The end of the rainbow. No one can claim to have seen the end of a rainbow. Rainbows usually seem to go on indefinitely, as it never seems to touch the ground. The water droplets typically cause the refracted light to dissipate before reaching the ground. Well, you can form your own rainbow with something as simple as a hose. You would witness that you cannot reach the end of the rainbow because it's caused by the immense moisture found in the air, and light passing through it bounces in a peculiar colour formation that's known as the rainbow. Sunlight usually appears to be white, but it is a combination of different colours that are clearly shown through different molecules in the atmosphere of the Earth. Rainbows are formed in the sky and never touch the ground. Therefore, whenever you observe a rainbow, it'll always look as if it were on the edge of the horizon, or not at all. But if you don't want to put in all the extra effort, you can just use a prism to visualize all the component colors of plain white light. Edge of rain. Sometimes you're driving from the sunny side of town and abruptly faced by the thick sheet of rain on the other side. It happens in many places, especially where high humidity prevails. In places like a desert, a dense gathering of humidity can magically fall over the landscape. Rain edge phenomenon can occur if the weather conditions are optimal for this. Witnessing the edge of the rain is a magical scene that would be quite entertaining for the viewer. Theoretically, the edge of the rain can be seen, but still the idea can be deceptive, as the clouds continuously keep on shifting that edge due to the blowing winds that move the sheet of rain in varying directions. Hence, it makes seeing a fine edge of anything almost impossible. Well, a bit of good luck and a heavy downpour can provide an opportunity to see this fantastic miracle of nature. Inside a turtle's mouth. The inside of the mouth of a very cute-looking turtle is quite frightening. This spiked dome-like hole is the mouth of a turtle. This image shows an inner view of the leatherback sea turtle, the third largest existing reptile in the world. These spiked teeth are scientifically known as papilla, and line the turtle's mouth down to its esophagus and gut. They appear to be carnivorous, but they feed only on jellyfish. These spiked teeth that are protruding outwards help turtles in eating a large number of greasy jellies without allowing them to escape. Jellyfish remain entangled with the teeth until the turtle can consume them without running the risk of them slipping away. Elongated esophagus looping around the stomach and back also helps in processing the jellyfish. The leatherback turtle can handle any type of jelly from a massive lion size to the smallest of swarms. Grass bubbles. Some of you may be aware of a phenomenon called grass or lawn bubble. Pimple-like blisters appear on the Earth's surface almost daily. Bubble forming is just a ballooning sheet of grass forming from water collected underneath the surface and finding no escape route. The water remains trapped there until finally it pushes out of the land. These blisters can grow to bigger sizes and can be formed due to different causes. At times, water is trapped between the plastic landscaping sheets below the turf. Good quality soil moves to the top of the plastic sheeting, and quite frequently these bubbles appear after heavy rainfall or burst pipes. Ocean on fire. Recently, an ocean fire west of the Mexican Yucatan Peninsula made the authorities and locals worried. Pemex, a state oil company, claimed it to be the result of a gas leak from an underwater pipeline, which initiated the blaze shown in the viral videos. Local media and residents called it Aya Fire due to the circular shape of the blaze and its very short distance from the Pemex oil platform. The fire raged for about 5 hours and was finally extinguished by the firefighters without suffering any injuries. Investigations revealed that the blaze started in an underwater pipeline that connects to a platform at Pemex's flagship Kuma Lubes oil development platform. The fire could have caused a lot more devastation if it had spread farther along the pipeline. How clams walk. The term clam is generally used for a bivalve mollusk, but the term modernly can refer to all, some, or specific species. Due to the emergence of this modern term, clam holds not much weight in biology. For you, clam may just mean one that you can eat. Generally, it refers to any type of bivalve mollusk that burrows into the sand or other sort of sediment, and it helps in distinguishing them from other types of mollusks like oysters and mussels. Clams use their foot to control their movement at the ocean's bottom, allowing it limited lateral movement. The foot proves to be the most helpful in burrowing into the sand, and it is a multi-purpose limb that helps in digging and submerging for safety. The majority of clams move with the help of water currents and migrate from region to region easily. Rubber tanks. Many artists were inducted into military service during World War II for using their creativity, acting and art skills. They were assigned to the specific type of units for utilizing their skills, particularly they were made in charge of several deceptive activities. Some of these helped in thwarting Hitler's march into different parts of Europe. Once, the German army had to retreat when it faced a wall of inflatable tanks designed to depict real tanks. These elite troops conducted tactical deceptions, and nowadays they're famous as Ghost Army. One of the researchers termed the squad as the Trojan horse builders of the war. They used inflatable tanks, rubber aeroplanes, and elaborate costumes. With this use of technology, they foiled several of the enemy's maneuvers. Fireworks during the day. Fireworks are considered to be a night activity full of brightly illuminated colours superimposed over them. However, gradually night sky is rapidly becoming a matter of preference and less of a necessity. Big companies more often use special fireworks for corporate events and grand product launches, and even for sporting celebrations. These daytime fireworks create more attractive colours and amazing effects compared with their night counterparts. These can be quite elaborate, as certain companies have resorted to mixing and matching confetti projectors and smoke-producing machines for creating stunning scenes, especially designed for daytime spectacles. Snow in the ocean. Most people don't realise that snowfall can take place over the ocean too, but you can surprise people with this video that shows not only snow but also downpours. As the background cannot be illuminated in the centre of the ocean, therefore snowfall creates a mystical haze of silence. Experienced persons claim it to be one of the most serene and wonderful scenes ever witnessed. You can definitely impress someone who asks about the occurrence of blizzards far out into the ocean by showing them this footage. Fastest turtle ever. Rabbit is faster than a turtle, but this one is the fastest among the fraternity of turtle species. Sea turtles can hold while swimming in the ocean that permits them to get enveloped in a sea current. They can surf with speed and unique style. Their slow motion is considered to be associated with their behaviour on land, whereas in the water they are some of the most agile and fastest moving creatures. Leatherback sea turtles have been found to swim at a speed of 22 miles per hour. Softshell turtles can run at a speed of 3 miles per hour on land. Their robust shell provides them protection from predators, and while in the water it becomes quite challenging to capture them. Turtles are among the ancient species, dating as far back as the earliest dinosaurs. Where the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean meet. A unique natural phenomenon can be observed at the junction of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The water of both the oceans meet but does not mix, as if there is an invisible wall between them. This is possible due to differences in their temperature and chemical composition. Although a little bit of mixing of water takes place, the video can clearly show an incredible line between the two, and that is one mesmerizing view. The salinity of water in the two oceans is different, and resultantly a halocline appears. Famous explorer Jacques Cousteau was the first person to discover the astonishing phenomenon while he was deep diving in the Strait of Gibraltar. He observed the layers of water having different salinity that seemed to be divided by a transparent film. Peculiar flora and fauna were typical to each layer, corresponding to the chemical composition found in these seas. The difference in the surface tensile of both the oceans also forced their water not to mix. Seagull hitches a ride. A unique event was recorded by a camera when it caught a seemingly lazy seagull riding another seagull while flying. This is probably not the first time that birds have been recorded piggybacking on another creature. Maybe the tired bird required a bit of respite, although he was just next to a roof but decided to take a ride on his brother's back. It is quite a mysterious and fascinating visual of nature at its best and wildest. Walking ladders. Ghostly moving ladders would make many people tremble with fear, but this scene can be observed quite commonly. These haunted ladders seem like there are invisible ghosts moving them while they go about their daily work. Maybe there's some ghostly construction going on in the area? Ladders shown walking in this footage are not a work of some invisible ghostly force though. You can find the good old science at its best, as the ideal conditions permit these ladders to move due to gravity, angle of repose, and friction between the ladder feet and floor. This phenomenon requires the ladder to have a proper downhill trajectory and an uneven surface between each leg of the ladder and ground, which creates a requisite momentum that makes a four-legged ladder walk. Declassified UFOs. Certain people may be just unaware of the heap of files related to UFOs recently declassified by the US government. This material is available to everyone who has access to the internet on an organized and secure website. Despite sifting for specific information being quite a difficult task, it is interesting as it relates to decades of cover-ups, suspicions and scandals. Now the information is available just in a USB-sized package. The declassified files have provided stunning evidence regarding mysterious objects. Pentagon has confirmed that the information was intentionally released to clear up misconceptions regarding footage, whether they were fabricated or real. It doesn't provide any indication of the US government accepting that extraterrestrial life actually exists. However, denial or confirmation of objects seen in the footage shared is still shrouded in mystery. It may take the authorities and scientists a bit more time to clarify the situation. Flying humans. If some human desires to fly without the help of an aircraft, then the most appropriate aid would be found in the shape of a wingsuit. These marvelous suits afford humans the opportunity to fly across the Earth's landscape at stunning heights and enormous speeds. The wingsuit was first developed in the 1990s. It forms a Zen-like structure under the arms and between the legs, permitting the user to control them similar to wings. It is the most thrilling and nearest aid for flying, as well as an adventurous experience. Wingsuit flying ultimately terminates by deploying a parachute after attaining sufficient flying altitude from any point. Human ingenuity and the mind have made certain impossible things reality. In today's video, you've witnessed some of these incredible things. Do share which one has excited you the most. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and for more spectacular content, do subscribe to our channel. Stay blessed. See all of you soon.